G'day guys, welcome to today's video, and today, as you may have seen from the title, we are here with my new car slash new project. So this one was a little bit of an impulse buy. Like, I didn't think about this specific car for a long time, but I've driven one in the past and I was really amazed about the performance, and I was looking for something fun, reasonably priced, because I sold my GR Yaris a while ago. Unfortunately, never got to make a lot of videos about it, but I sold it for a very good price, so I just sold it. So anyway, let's get into this car. This one just popped up on a forum, wasn't even on car sales here in Australia. It was just a friend that brought it up and said, hey, this one I think it would be a good car. So check it out, it was in amazing condition, and I just ended up buying it. So this is a Renault Clio RS. Third generation. So this third generation Clio never came in the non-RS specification here in Australia at least. So there's no normal cars really. So the only Clio of this generation that you see like this one. So this makes it even a rare car here in Australia at least. So let's get a closer look. This was produced from 2006 I think up to 2012. This is a 2012, so the last year of production. So this generation Clio came in two series. One was called 197, which corresponds to the horsepower, and the other one was the 200, which is this one. So it's got 3 horsepower more, but it's got a bit more torque, shorter gearing. So let's take a look at the bodywork. I really like it because it's got a bit of a bespoke bodywork. So it's wider than the normal Clio. As you can see here, it's got these functional vents on the side that help cooling down the engine more than the brakes really. So it's got a very wide arches here in the back. So if you look at the rear, it's pretty squatted down, and I really like it. And yeah, I got the triangle there because actually I took it already a hill climb, so I made a video already, so stay tuned for that. Performed pretty well. It's an amazing car to drive, but we're gonna get into that in a second. I really like the shape of this car. So it's an equivalent of, say, a French Civic Type R, at least AP3 or FN2 really, because it was the other car that I was looking at. I prefer this one in almost every way, except obviously the engine. The K20, you can't really beat it when you're looking for an NA engine, but also the LSD. This one doesn't have an LSD, which it's a bit of a letdown, but again, with this power, but more importantly torque levels, is not that crucial, at least when you are in wide turns. But on the other side, we got other pretty cool stuff that you don't find in cheap cars like this, like functional aerodynamics. This fuser here on the top, this was derived from the Formula One car actually at that age. So if you look at the 2012, it's got something very similar in the front, and it actually generates downforce here. And we got the same in the back. As you may have seen, we got this functional diffuser in the back. So if you look on the bottom, it's actually very long, and it generates downforce. And it's paired up with this twin muffler integrated exhaust, which is very cool. Now this guy's got also a few mods, but we're gonna get into that in another video. So today I just want to concentrate a little bit on the car, why I bought it. Another cool feature of this car is the brakes. So we got red normal brakes at the rear, and in front we got these amazing 4-pots Brembos. So these are all stock. It came with this in the RS version. Now these wheels are also not stock, even though they have the stock design. Those are Cup racers imported from the UK, but then again, we're gonna get into all the mods of this car later on. The color is called French Racing Blue, which I really like. But let's have a look inside as well. So it comes with these amazing Recaro Sporter seats. So these are very comfy, but they keep in place so well, and then they also look cool honestly, because this got these yellow dots. This car is in pretty amazing condition throughout. There's no much wear, even though it's a 12 years old car. Even on the Bloster on the driver's side, many times it's broken. This one is completely intact and smells new. So it belonged to a couple of enthusiasts before me, and it shows really. Everything is in pretty spot on conditions, even the steering wheels, many times they peel off. This one is amazing. It just got 66,000 kilometers, so it's pretty new. And here we got this little screen that makes for the radio, but also it's got a lot of little stats, oil pressure, G meter, things like that. We're gonna have a look later. And in the boot, There's actually a lot of space. Not that I have been using this one, but it's pretty capable. Other than that, I also got the fire extinguisher again because I went to the hill climb. As I like to call it, the God's package with Recaro seats and Brembo brakes really makes this car worthy, and it makes a difference honestly when you drive it. This is the car, let me know what you think. I'm just gonna go for a very quick test drive because I want to show you why I actually sort of fell in love with this car. First of all, these Recaros really feel amazing. They hug you very, very tightly. It gives you sort of a racy car feeling, so I really love this one. And the other reason why I love this car is the way it sounds. It's got an intake and a catback, and it just sounds almost like a race car. By the same time, if you don't step on it, it's very, very quiet. So it's very usable. Again, I don't really care about the noise in general, but if you wanna go stealth mode, you can definitely do it with this one. The induction noise is insane as well. It's not as tinny as a Honda engine, or high pitch as a Honda engine, but it's not as growly as saying a FA20 from a GT86 or a Subaru engine. So it's kind of in between, which is a very nice compromise. So now we're just gonna go cruising, and it sort of burbles between the gear changes as well, just by itself without a tune or anything else. It's not like the new N cars that has already mapped a tune for burbles and things like that. It just does it by itself. Again, this engine had a tune from the factory just for the noise. But it's technically an old engine from the old Clio generation, just revisited heavily. Just does the right amount of noise for me without being obnoxious. Actually, I would like to be obnoxious, let's be honest, but I can't complain, particularly compared to the Starlet. And the other thing about this engine is you go like 3000 RPM where many other NA engines are dead, and this one actually starts to pick up very, very quickly. 6 gears, just very close to each other, so you can hear when I change. And it's already time to change again and again. So they're very close to each other. And it goes up to 7.6, and up in the high RPM it just sounds amazing. The limiter just sounds amazing, and it just doesn't cut you like other engine. It just stays there banging the limiter. It just sounds amazing. I'm a simple man. In the turn, it's extremely tight. Oh my god. And the other thing is, because it doesn't have a lot of power, you just put in gears and you're not doing much really. It's got a decent acceleration, like, you know, a Civic FN2 or GT86, but you're just not breaking the law every time you put a second. So it's just not why I like this kind of, I wouldn't say underpower. I think for a front wheel drive car, this is the right amount of power. It's all usable. Whenever you floor it, you can put it down 100%. And oh my god, it sounds amazing. And the downshift, it's just so fun. Just the noise alone is so fun. Brakes are also very impressive. I just changed the rear pads actually, but those Brembos at the front, they are very, very good. In terms of brake feeling, it's that good. They don't fade. For example, at 2000 RPM, hooligan, this car. It's not that fast, but it's exciting. Even the way the power is delivered. Over the 5,000, it opens up and picks up pretty quickly. It's 0 to 100, we're talking about 7 seconds, 6.9. And just the noise alone. But then again, it feels so tight in the turns, and I don't know how to describe it. You know, everybody would say like, oh, it's like a go-kart, it's like a go-kart. Yeah, what does it feel? No, this car feels really, really tight, so it doesn't move on the turns. And when I go up to a slope, saying on a curb or something like that, it lifts the other wheel. The chassis is so stiff. It translates in a very, very stiff and tight feelings in the corner. I just want to hear the noise all the time. It's just fun as it is. Again, it's not very fast, but it's just fun. And to be honest, on a twisty road, it is actually fast. I had a go with friends that had Evos, STIs, turbo cars, quick cars. They just can't put the power down safely, I would say. But this one, you can just put it down, and even close to the limit, it doesn't betray you. It doesn't kick out in the back like many other front-wheel drive cars, so it's not nervous. Obviously, if you want to make it kick out with a little bit of lift-off oversteer, you can do it. But overall, if you are not overly aggressive, it doesn't step out. It might lift a little bit and adjust it, so you can adjust the understeer with that. But it's very, very like easy to drive, you know, on the limit, and as a result, you can just really put the power down all the time. And you can be very quick on a twisty road. On the track is different because obviously it's, you know the track and you know the surface, but it just really, really engaging. I just want to floor it all the time, even going slow, just the noise. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is why I bought this car. It's just so fun as it is. Even putting it down at 2,500 RPM, the induction just opens up. Just got this growl. Terrorizing the neighborhood. Perfect recipe to have fun. And then again, for under $20,000, you can get them even for 15 now. There's nothing better. So anyway, this is why I bought this little French hatch. So stay tuned and let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe to see the evolution of this car. Again, I'm not sure what we're going to do with it, but we're definitely going to do a couple of truck days, hill climbs and stuff like that. So subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.